doing with... I should have peed. I should have peed before I started. It's alright, I'll pee in an hour. I'll pee in an hour. I'll do the thing in an hour. Has my thingy... do I have updated tracking on my Delio? Is the Delio have the updated tracking? We are going to find out. Because I don't know if it does or it does not. Your order has been shipped. Thank you for letting me know. This. Almost ready. What do you mean it's almost ready? You just told me it's shipped. Is it shipped or is it not shipped? Did it shipped? The delivery date will be provided as soon as possible. Well, thank you, UPS. Hello, my friends. Canton, Jeremy, what up? Alexander, Plumber, Josh. Woo! What up, dudes? Rough night. What's going on, man? What's going on, Canton? What's poppin'? What's going on? Yo, how's the face hugger going? It's a pain in the ass. As always. I've learned more stuff about the STI. I've literally been playing with the STI all day, and not even in a good way. Plumber! Coming in early with the dono, man. Appreciate it as always, dude. So I've learned something with the STI, which you guys will see in tomorrow's video. So I mentioned before how the 2017 STI is the only one that uses a different harness than all the other VA chassis. Well, I've learned even more tonight. Apparently, the STI Limited, there are two different harnesses for the STI Limited, and of course, I bought the wrong one. Now, I was going to try to do a harness merge, and I successfully started doing a harness merge up until I got some info from iWire telling me not to do the harness merge. It's not worth the time. It's probably not going to work, so I just spent like 2 hours on the internets and the Googles finding a harness. And I finally found one! Finally found one for 200 bucks. So, hopefully that gets here in a couple of days. It's coming from Oregon. And the part numbers are exact same. So this new harness should be 100% plug and play. This has been like absolutely awful. I really hope that nobody ever has to go through this trying to swap a body or a chassis harness, specifically a bulkhead harness for a 2017 STI, because trying to find them is an absolute nightmare. We went to Subaru yesterday to see if we could order one brand new. There's 2 left in the country, and they didn't really know if they could get them or not. And then after they were like, yeah, we might be able to get it, you're gonna have to pay for it up front. We don't know if we're gonna be able to get it. If we can't get it, we'll refund you, that's totally fine, totally normal. Up until they told me the price of a harness brand new, and it was astronomical. A, they're not making any more of them right now. B, there's only 2 in the country, and C, they wanted upwards of $2,000 for this harness. I was like, whoo, no thank you. So after digging around even more, I found one for $200, so hopefully that'll be here in the next couple of days. The place where I bought it from is only 6 hours away. I know Thanksgiving might throw off shipping times a little bit, but honestly, once we get past the chassis harness wiring side of things on the 17 STI, it should be like smooth sailing. Wiring the Haltech, I really don't think is going to be that bad. I'm going to start on that tomorrow. I have to powder coat some of the brackets for the STI. I'm going to be going over to the shop to do that tomorrow, as well as dropping off the JDM bumper that I got for the Evo today. I'll be dropping that off over at the shop. I might powder coat the Brimbos on the Evo tomorrow. We'll see. If I'm going to be powder coating, I might as well. But we'll find out. But this harness thing has been absolutely nightmarish. It has been more than nightmarish. Electrical fucking sucks to dive into. 100%. I've learned a ton over the past couple of weeks about electrical stuff. And there's still a ton more that I have to learn, but it's wild. The engineers at Subaru, if they ever saw my videos, they'd probably be laughing at me like, this fool don't know we got like 80 other harnesses that we got for this thing. It's fucking ridiculous. But you guys will see more on that one in tomorrow's video. But where do I get motor parts for an EG33? Really depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for OEM stuff, eBay, or if it's not discontinued from Subaru, go get it from the dealer, or custom make it. A lot of stuff with EG33s at this point is like discontinued, so you got to get a little bit creative with what you're using. But yeah, so that's fun. That's exciting. Well, that's the update on the facehugger. Sheesh, yo, Joe, what up, dude? Wayne, what up, man? Fox, dude, Fox and David, I also got both of your hoodies dropped off today, so those should be arriving to you guys in a couple of days. Keep an eye out for those to come through. You guys have your tracking numbers. Yo, Tanner, are you on your 3rd harness? 4th. This is the 4th harness, if you include the one that came with the car. There's the one that came with the car that I hacked up stupidly, like not knowing what I was doing and not knowing the mess I was creating. There was the 2016 harness I bought, which didn't work. There was this 2017 harness that I bought that wasn't the right harness, and there's the harness I just bought. So I'm now on the 4th harness. So, and you know what? Even though I've bought 3 harnesses, I've still spent less on harnesses than I would have brand new. So I'm counting that as a win. Yo, let's go, David. Oh, me, what's going on, dude? Hey, what do you think about running Royal Purple oil in a WRX? Throw it away. Don't use Royal Purple ever. I hate Royal Purple. Hate is a very strong word. I strongly dislike Royal Purple because of past experiences that I've had. I've talked about it in the past where it coagulated and became very chunky after like 1,000 miles in my old 350Z. Definitely don't recommend Royal Purple ever. That's like the worst of the worst oil you could probably get for your car. Ricky, Gavin, oi, what's going on, dudes? Jonathan, Manuel, CD5, what up? A Scorpion of Ice. Dude, I'm digging the name. That's like a kind of name, you know what I mean? I'm about it. Oh, dude, I'm totally gonna butcher this. Piotr? Did I get that one right? What up, dude? Hey, man. Lifely, why do you hate WRXs so much? Be real. What do you mean? I don't hate WRXs so much. I've had more WRXs than most people in this chat. I can guarantee you that 100%. I've had 2 FA20 WRXs. I've had a Bug Eye, a Blob Eye WRX. I've had a GR chassis WRX. Whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've had like 6 or 7 WRXs. I don't hate WRXs. I just prefer STIs. With the FA20 WRXs, I don't hate them. I just don't want another one after the 2 that I've had. I'm somebody that likes big power potential. I like to be able to make big power. The FA20 is great for, in my personal opinion, the FA20 is a great platform for anything under 500 wheel horsepower. When you start to try to venture above 500 wheel horsepower, in my opinion, it's just, the EJ is superior to the FA in those regards. I don't hate them. I've had more WRXs than most people in here. I just don't want another one. Wait, I missed it. What's happening to the R? I haven't touched on that yet. So, with the R, we have a lot of stuff coming up in about the next month to month and a half. So we're going to be swapping. The R is about to be freaking wild, dude. You, Sean, also, welcome to the membership program, my man. I appreciate the support, dude. With the R, things are about to get a little wild. And what I mean a little wild is, I don't want to go too much into detail of it quite yet. Just know that we're going to have a different turbo going on the car. We're going to have flex fuel going on the car, getting a downpipe, intercooler, literally every bolt-on part for a stock motor car. That Golf R is probably going to be around, but all said and done, that Golf R is probably going to be a little north of 500 wheel horsepower, with just some basic bolt-ons on the car. And I am looking forward to it. That thing is about to get down. I'm also, as the typical Volkswagen owner, people would make out the typical Volkswagen owner to be, yes, I am going to bag the Golf R, okay? So 100% expect that coming. All right, it's my daily driver. I want to bag it, and it looks dope, so I'm doing it. So the Golf R is about to become a sell me your IS38. The IS38 is actually going to end up going on Melanie's GTI. So any of the stock R parts that I have, we're going to transfer over to Melanie's GTI and make her GTI like significantly quicker. Also, if she doesn't want the Golf R, or if she doesn't want the IS38. For those of you that don't know, the IS38 is the Golf R's turbo, and I want to say the IS30 is the GTI's turbo. It's an IHI turbo. It's the same people that make VF39. So the Golf R is about to become very spicy. Rolling anti-lag, launch control, a ton of stuff. That thing's going to be like a little monster. How about the clutch on the R, though? Yeah, we're going to have to change that. I'm going to be ordering a clutch here in the next couple of days for that car. So when it comes time, we're going to be doing the modifications on the Golf R in iteration. So the first iteration of parts is going to include the clutch. So we're going to have to pull out the transmission on that thing, do all sorts of spicy Golf R stuff. But that car's about to be wild, dude. I'm excited for it. And then the Evo, you guys know, I just did the Evo video, so you guys have an update on Evo parts. I got the Evo 8's JDM rear bumper today from STM Tuned. That was a bumper that I've been wanting. It was an impulse buy. The USDM bumper just reminds me of a diaper. So I ended up getting the JDM one. Looks a lot better. Has like a built-in diffuser in the back of it. It's just, spicy. I love it. Woo! How you doing, bud? What up, Dan? You checked those chassis braces yet? I have not had time. I have a 2017 STI Scorpion of Ice. Dear Lord, do not pull the chassis harness out of it. Let me know if you need help. Definitely will, dude. Going full Revo on the R. It is not Revo. Not Revo. Okay, cool. Shout out to the WRX peeps. See, so there's nothing wrong with WRXs. I like WRXs. I've had more WRXs than most people in here have or ever will. Just not going down that rabbit hole again. Maximus, good evening, my friend. IS-20. That's what it is on the GTS. IS-20. Golf R versus GTI motor. What is the main difference? I'm pretty sure the motors are the exact same. But hey, Melanie's creeping on the stream. Melanie, I see you. Melanie, can we make your GTI like super spicy? I'm sure everybody else in the chat would love to see Melanie have a spicy GTI. I'm talking like the IS-38 turbo. Melanie, we could easily get your car to like 400 horsepower with that DSG. You'd be mobbing on the streets. You'd be mopping people up. It'd be great to an extent. I mean, for most cars, you'd be mopping people up. But Melanie, we make a car fast. We can do it. What up, homie? And Small Dog, what's up? Small Dog ain't in here. He left me right now. Pyron Games was popping, dude. Trevor, Subs Media, have a good Turkey Day, homie. You too, dude. You too. I hope everyone has an awesome Turkey Day coming up. Fernando, yo, what's up, dude? I got a 2002 Camry last month to daily until I get the STI done, and I just got rear-ended by an uninsured motorist. Pretty sure the frame is fooked. Sorry to hear, dude. Hopefully your insurance at least takes care of you. So I got to get this STI done like now. At least my G30 660 came in today. I mean, that's a good turbo to come in right there. Hopefully it gets like wrapped up here like super quick, man. Lifelight, my STI is on my profile pic. It's such a small picture. It looks like it's UGM. Am I right? Not UGM, DGM. Is it DGM? It looks DGM. It looks good. I like it. Dude, these harnesses for real, man. You have no idea. Vids are fire. Hey, appreciate it, Joseph. That is nuts. I can't fathom redoing a harness once, let alone how many times you've gone through it. I think I've gone through it like 4 times now. I think I have gone through these harnesses like 4 times. Small Dog is with her. She's upstairs. Oh, and she'll consider it. Melanie will consider the IS-38 on the GTI. Melanie, we can tune it. We can make it go fast. I have an intake that we can throw on your car, too. We got an intake. We have a turbo. We can get you a downpipe. We can make the GTI quick. Make quick. Just got an EG33. Where do I start now? I plan on rebuilding the motor, and what kind of ECU is recommended for an 05 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS? So I get these questions a lot about what you guys should do with EG33s when you do get them or if you do get them. It really comes down to what you plan on doing with the car. If you're not going to be making more than like 450, 500 wheel horsepower, leave the long block stock and just do some bolt-ons. If you want more than that, go ahead and tear that thing apart, build it, throw it back together, get it back in the car. As for what ECU you're doing, if you're using a non-CAN car, your ECU options are a lot more open. So 2.5 RS is a non-CAN car. It doesn't have CAN bus integration like mine does. So it's a lot easier to wire those in versus what I would be doing. When it comes to what ECU you should run, it really depends on what you're going to be doing with the car, what features you want out of it. I can't tell you what ECU to go and buy because that ECU is going to be entirely dependent on what your budget is, what you want out of the car, because each ECU is going to have a different subset of features that it's going to enable you. You also need to keep in mind when buying an ECU, the number of injectors, the number of coil packs that ECU can support. Some ECUs are only meant for 4 cylinders, some are meant for 6, some are meant for 8, and then if you get one to the extreme of mine where it's a Elite 2500, it has like all of the features built into it, and it has every add-on that you could possibly want. So it really comes down to what you're going to be doing with the car, what your budget is, what you want out of it. I can't suggest an ECU without really knowing that information. I am going to go and say check out Haltech. They have a lot of really good options, and it's more along the lines of being affordable. Motec is a really like another really good one, but that's for like straight up race car applications and if you have a really big budget. So I wouldn't really advise you go the route of Motec unless you really want the money for it. MGM, they don't make DGM in the newest STI. They got rid of DGM? What do you mean they got rid of DGM? Why'd they get rid of DGM? Was by far my favorite, like my second favorite color that Subaru ever came out with. UGM was my first, but DGM was oh, what am I missing over here? What's going on over here? Thoughts on the 08 to 14 STI? Oh, a little bit. Stuff's going. Why is that? Why is this so? Why is that held for review? I don't understand. I don't understand. Dachpon? Hello, hi. Oh, chat, you jumped on me. How dare you? How dare... Hold up, I gotta scroll back up to where I was. Jeremy. I was on Jeremy's comment, and then I just lost it. The whole chat just jumped. I'm going to go back and forth between these two chats because there's no way I can ever keep up with both of them. So we're going to be going back and forth. Subaru's parts department are so irritating to deal with every dealer you go to. Dude, my venting of Subaru parts departments is absurd. I have like 4 parts people in the state of Washington that I'm like cool working with. All the other ones, I don't even want to talk to them. I'm going to leave this dealer. Actually, I'm not even going to go down this rabbit hole. Backstory of the name Smedia makes me think of Smee from Peter Pan movie. So when I was in the Army, my old boss was from Ecuador, and he couldn't pronounce things the same as we would here. So instead of saying Smith, he used to call me Smee all the time, and the name Smee just kind of stuck throughout my time in the Army and when I got out of the Army. So when I started the YouTube channel, the name Smedia was never supposed to be a permanent like name for the channel, but it was supposed to be Smee Media, like Smee Media, and then I just combined them to Smedia, and then now that's the thing. That is the thing now. That is the thing! But yeah, that's how it came about. That's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to do one comment from over here, one comment from over there, and go back, forth. That's how I'm going to do this from now on. Hello! Finally made it to another live stream. It's been a while. Kristen, what's going on? What's poppin'? Where you been? What is welcome? I don't even know where I'm going with that one. Is an intercooler guard worth it for the stock top on intercooler? No, not at all. At least I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. No. Where do I get motor parts for the EG33? We talked about that one. Good luck. There's one place called Gripwell Garage. Gripwell Garage sells some engine parts, fuel rails, motor mounts, a couple other things like that. Go check them out. They have some stuff. If not, it's really down to custom fabrication stuff and what you can find on eBay. It's honestly, that's how EG33 stuff is. It's absolutely terrible to try to find. I wish you the best of luck. I have some parts here if you're looking for anything in specific that I am not using. But yeah, if you need anything very specific, I might have it. I might not. DGM was replaced with magnetite gray or something like that. Was looking at 2021 STI myself, but you know, broke boy. Trust me, I know all about the broke boy status. That's dumb. The DGM was such a good color. Contact. Oh, for link ECUs. STI clutch takes some getting used to. I mean, it does. It's a little bit stiffer. The grab points are a little bit different. And I've noticed this too with driving a whole bunch of different STIs and working on other people's STIs. The clutch engagement is very different from STI to STI to STI. I haven't really driven two STIs where they're 100% same. They all differ just a little bit. Tanner getting so popular you can't respond to every message anymore. Dude, I am trying my damnedest to go back and forth between these. What's your opinion on running Royal Purple? I already talked about that one. Hello, is it true? There's an idle relearn procedure on a 2010 WRX after you remove the battery. Yes, there is. So if your battery has been removed for more than a half an hour or your battery terminals have been disconnected for more than half of an hour, your car has to go through an ECU relearn process. This is going to happen whenever you disconnect the battery for more than 30 minutes, whenever you flash a new tune onto the car, or whenever you reset ECU learning. The car has to relearn all of its parameters and all of its values. If you've ever gone, you've flashed a tune onto your WRX, your STI, in particular, we'll just stick with those ones, but it does apply to more cars. The ECU needs to relearn a lot of the parameters, and once it relearns those parameters, it'll start acting normal again, normal for the most part. If you've ever tried to drive a car right after like reflashing a tune onto it, you'll notice that the throttle feels like straight up poop. Feels like straight up butthole, and it does not feel good at all. So yeah, that's always exciting and fun. When are you going to get on some more Forza 5 action again? I don't know. Should we play tonight? We can play tonight. We can jump on another convoy tonight and like mob around. I've been playing Forza here and there. I've been trying to beat like all the races. I don't know why I've been trying to do that, but I've been trying to. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably jump on the Discord tonight if anyone wants to play some FH5. I'm down for a little bit. I have a video that I'll probably edit after this for probably about an hour or so, and then I'll finish editing it in the morning. But I'm down to play some Forza tonight if anyone wants to jump in the Discord. What's your thoughts on the '08 STIs? Been looking for something a little newer than an '05 RS. '08 STIs, great cars. I've had one. Keep in mind that the '08 STIs are a little more susceptible to bearing failure, just because it was a revision that Subaru made. It's just the '08 to 10s tend to have those issues a little bit more than the 11 to 14s. I always suggest people get an 11 to 14 if it's within your budget and if you can find one that suits your needs. But with the '08s in particular, I liked mine. I didn't have any major issues with it. I sold the car at like 60,000 miles. The engine started making some fun knocking noises, ticking. It was more of a ticking than a knock. It wasn't dead. It may have been on its way out. But I always suggest 11 to 14s if you can get one. But '08s, try to find one that's already had the engine swapped if you can, or if it's a stock engine car, make sure you get a compression test and a leak down test done on that thing. Bought more STI Forester parts for the Foz. What'd you get, the Gaming Lance? What'd you get, my man? What'd you get? What'd you get for the Foz, dude? I'm still in the hunt for Foz. I just still haven't seen any yet. Wow, Christian, appreciate the dono, dude. Rage quit. Dude, that was me earlier with my harnesses out in the garage, rage quitting away. You guys will see in the time lapse tomorrow. I'm literally sitting in a, what is it? A race quit seat out in the garage on the floor, cutting and splicing and depinning and repinning harnesses, and then I'm just like, I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. It just wouldn't work. So, appreciate the dono, dude. That was literally me like an hour ago. It was a blast. Gonna get here right as it's getting cold. Hey, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Did Subaru pull out a WRC because they couldn't homologate a 1.8 liter? I looked into this not too long ago. I don't actually remember off the top of my head why Subaru pulled out of World Rallycross, World Rallycross. I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to say an answer that may not be accurate. I would do a Googles on that one and kind of double check. I've been doing all the drift events for the Formula Drift Viper. I don't have that one. I don't have the Formula Drift Viper. I have the normal Viper, I think. Oh yeah, Henry. That was weird. I'm sorry, Henry. If you're in here, I'm sorry, man. That got a little weird. Recently tried playing the OG Forza on first Xbox, got an HDMI converter for it. Sheesh, kind of rough to play, but the car selection's pretty cool. Lots of stuff not in later games. I don't even think I have... Is the Xbox... I still have an old Xbox One. I don't even know if it's backwards compatible. Take some time off for yourself sometime, dude. You deserve it. I can't. Here's the thing. If I take time off, projects don't get done. They don't get worked on. They sit. No videos get made. And I don't know. I'm just someone who doesn't like sitting. I just don't like to not be doing something. I have to actively be doing something. Like, if you sell the Evo ever, can I be your first in line to buy it? Sure, why not? I mean, at some point, all right. Can't never sell the Evo. Keep in mind, at some point, we all sell cars. Nobody holds onto a car until the day they die. Well, some people do. At some point, I'll probably sell the Evo down the line. But I probably won't sell it for a couple of years after I've had it. I haven't even driven the car yet. It doesn't even have a built motor. It doesn't even have a motor assembled for it. I plan on keeping the Evo for a couple of years. The Evo will probably be moved to a semi-daily driver car once it is working. With this car, I'm not cutting corners with it. I'm building it the way I've always wanted to, which is why I bought the JDM rear bumper for it. It's just... I probably shouldn't have bought the JDM bumper for it, but the JDM bumper just looks 1,000 times better. Actually, let me show you guys the JDM bumper because it actually does look 1,000 times better. JDM Evo 8 bumper. It legit looks like 500 times better. I don't know whose channel I just pulled up. Let me pull up like a USDM bumper too. USDM Evo 8 rear bumper. It just looks so much better. And for everyone who's always criticized me for never buying a Tomei, I'll buy a Tomei this time. All right, I'm gonna buy a Tomei for the Evo, but this is probably the only one. So let me pull up a screen share. Boop. Oh, hey, it's Karma. Karma, so good to see you, my friend. So good to see you. Window capture. Where's my Chrome? Boom! Chrome. So this is the OEM Evo 8 USDM rear bumper. It reminds me of a diaper. It is not a good looking bumper by any means. It's just bleh. It's a Lancer bumper. Let's just be honest here. It's a Lancer bumper. Now this is the JDM one that I got because the JDM one just looks 1,000 times better, and there's no argument there. The JDM one does look 1,000 times better. So it has like this nice built-in diffuser with it. Now here's the only thing that I don't like about it is my car is tarmac black. So if I even wanted to paint the diffuser black, it's not going to stand out as much as it would on this. I think this one's like graphite gray or some. This is the color Evo that I originally wanted. I think this was only ever done on the 9s. So maybe we wrap our Evo this color because this is originally the color I wanted, and I arguably think it's one of the best looking colors, but we'll see. I like the Evo. The Evo is going to be top notch when it's actually done. Also, Christian, appreciate the other dono, dude. Appreciate it, man. Helping out with the bumper. Hey, thanks, dude. I still need to buy a front bumper for the car. That's going to come later on. I think next up for the Evo. The Evo, I'm not in a huge rush to, like, get back on the road, rush things, just be like, blah! Get it like done with. I think one of the next things I buy for the car is going to be the catback exhaust, just because that's something that's always on back order. So if I can just get it stored away for later, we'll do that. I think it's like $1,000. They specifically make a Tomei for the JDM rear bumper, and that's what we're going to need for the car. So I think we just might order that and get it set aside for the future. A little bit late, but made it. Cody, what up, dude? Tomei on the Evo is going to be loud AF. I'm about it. I mean, when do I ever keep my cars quiet, though? My cars are always loud. That JDM bumper is better. Paint the diffuser on some cool gray and keep the. We could do that. Don't wrap a car again. Looks bad. I don't think it looks bad. Keep the AC. Jeffrey, I hate to disappoint on this one. The car didn't come with AC, and I'm not going to buy AC for it. We're probably going to do a forward-facing turbo in the Evo anyways. It'll probably be something small like a 5858. Maybe a 60-62, but we'll probably do a forward-facing manifold in the Evo. AC 100 horsepower if you keep the AC. Well-known Evo mod rule. It didn't even come with AC. I'm not buying AC stuff. AC stuff gets so expensive. How is Karma? So, I miss Karma. So, I'll give you guys an update on that car just because I mean, I do talk to the new owner with it every now and then. Sometimes he jumps in the chats. Austin, if you're in here, feel free to say hi, man. It's been doing good for him. I had a couple issues here and there. But, I mean, that's just the rule of Karma. That's just the way of that car. But aside from that, it's doing great. The lip on it broke. Austin came out. He snagged the APR diffuser I had for that car, so he's putting that on the car next. It'll look exquisite. I am actually really excited. As weird as this is going to sound, I'm really excited for the new owner to rewrap the car a different color and get rid of the taxi livery and things like that. As cool as it is to still see that car around every now and then, it's still like people like still see it on Instagram as Smedia's car. Hey, that's Smedia's car. This is the new owner of it. Smedia sold the car to that. This guy, I think it'll be cool to see the car rewrapped, and it won't be known like strictly as Smedia's car whenever it gets seen. I absolutely loved that car when we had it. It was time for me to move on from it, but I think that when it comes time for the new owner to rewrap it, it'll be a little bit better. But yeah, there's that. Where do you recommend to buy line from tank to the rails, Vibranium hanger and tank? I would suggest just buying some Vibrant -6 or -8 feed line and just making your own lines. That's what I've always done. As nice as it is for like plug and play stuff, if you just want to buy a line to be able to run it up there, the stock line works fine. I think Radium actually makes a full fuel line kit for their fuel pump setups like that. But personally, I've always just made my fuel line from the fuel pump up to the engine bay. -6 line works great. Ew, Tomei, NVIDIA all day. Well, NVIDIA doesn't make a JDM catback for the Evo, so you know what? We're doing it. We're going for it. He comes the wrap. Sold my 19 STI, got a new one, fully depreciated. We'll leave it there. It has AC. Nothing wrong with that. I have AC in the Golf. I use it every day. I absolutely love it. I need y'all's opinions. Do I go FBO on my Theory 35 XI and go to 420-ish wheel horsepower? Yes! Is that the move? That's 100% the move, man. Make the power. I don't know how easy it is to make the power in a 335. Oh, actually, I do. It's a 335. Yeah, make the power, dude. Channel. Hey, Smita, should I get the new GTI or the Elantra? And I've been looking at a new car, but I really don't know. Personally, I've never been a huge fan of Elantras. The new Mark 8 GTIs and Golf Rs look friggin' dope. The new Mark 8 Golf Rs have a friggin' drift mode in them, kind of like a Focus RS. Plus, I'm not a huge fan of the headlights on the Mark 8 GTIs, but aside from that, I like everything else. I'd say get the GTI, man. I'd say get the GTI only because I have experience with them, and I have absolutely no experience with a Elantra. Tanner, do you have a degree? I have three or four degrees. I'd have to look. I have them all in my I Love Me book somewhere. I've got like a degree. And I have one in marketing, one in applied science, one in aeronautics. I've got certificates in social media marketing. There's a couple more of them that I have. I don't remember. I went to college for like 4 years, but I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I just like kept changing course plans, and then I ended up with so many credits. I just like applied for like all of these degrees, so I just kind of got them all. But yeah, I mean, didn't really know what I wanted to go to school for, so I just started taking classes, and then they just all kind of like piled up and added up. So, you know, just doing that. How would you bleed a clutch? It feels like it's a small bit of resistance in the middle of the pedal. How would I bleed a clutch? I normally put like a vacuum pump, like a little hand vacuum pump or like a hand vacuum pump on the bleeder nipple. Crack it open, apply vacuum to it, and then pump the pedal a couple times. That'll help pull out a whole bunch of the air bubbles if there are air bubbles stuck in there, because you're applying vacuum and it's not just using atmosphere. That's always the way I've done it. It works pretty well. Do you know if EJ heads are compatible? I'm going to slap some V3 STI EJ20 heads on my built BEEJ20G. I'm going to tune it on a link. Is there any good budget block build for a 2-liter? Okay, I just read a lot right there. Hold up. Do you know if EJ heads are compatible? Yes, they are. Compression ratio will change a little bit. I'm going to slap some and you have to keep in mind single, dual AVCS, what heads are you using, B25, V25, W25, head castings make a difference. I'm going to tune it on a link. Okay, cool. Is there any good for a budget block build for a 2-liter? Build your own. It's always my suggestion. Build your own. Dude, are you 28 or 42? Unsure. I'm 28, dude. I mean, I could be 42. You want me to be 42? If I shave again, I could look like 18 again, but then everyone threw a fit last time I shaved. Sounds like my college years did basically the same thing. I know, right? I don't know. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Because I went to school when I got out of the Army, and I was like, I have no idea what I want to do. What would you think of a 350Z rally car? That'd be cool. I've seen a couple of them done in the past. I personally wouldn't do one, but I think they're cool. He doesn't have a 95, but does a lot of Subaru side jobs. That I do. I'm waiting for a set of heads to get done at a machine shop, so that way I can go finish an engine build, which I'll probably film that one as a side job video of building like a high power. Or it's not even a high power. It's an FP Black STI. I'll probably do videos on that one. I just got a 2019 WRX. Your videos help me make a decision. Thanks, man. Hey, anytime, Michael, and congrats on the 19 WRX, dude. A lot of voltage and resistance and amp drop that can shut down symptoms and cause a lot of problems, dude. For real. Yeah, this new harness coming in is going to be beautiful. It's going to make things so much easier. What turbo is on the Evo 8? Right now, none. I have no turbo for the Evo 8. So, yeah, there's no turbo for it right now. It'll probably end up being a Precision 6262 or Precision 6062 forward-facing turbo. We'll probably do something along those lines. But that's a ways down the road. We still need to get the block dropped off at the machine shop. I'm trying to figure out if I should buy a torque plate for it also before I drop it off at the machine shop, so that way they can put a torque plate on the Evo's block before boring and honing it out. We'll see on that one. The torque plate essentially just emulates the head being bolted to the block, so that way it makes things more accurate. So that way as they're machining it and whatnot, it's as emulated as there was a cylinder head on it. Tanner, should I get a BMW M235i or an M240? Or hold out and get an STI. So I've looked at the M2 series cars. The only M2 personally for me, I don't know what you want out of a car. I don't know what your budget is. I don't know what you want to get. Personally, if I were to get an M2 series, the only one that I'd actually want is like a straight up M2. As for the 240i or the 235i, I don't have any experience or research that I've done into those ones. Only the M2 and the M2 competition, which are wildly out of my budget. So I'm going to go with the STI because that's what I have experience with. Golf R. So we talked about that one. Good evening. Good evening. Thought that was her. That was Melanie. She's creeping in here. Or she was creeping in here. I don't know if she still is. Small dog's upstairs with her. Plumber. So I inherited a 1988 K Blazer, and I found out I don't have to have cats. 25 years old. Can't wait to build this. It's true. Most states, anything that's over 25 years old, I'm too comp or bust. In most states, if you have a car that's over 25 years old, you don't have to comply with emissions related stuff anymore, which is always nice. Always nice. I track my STI. Any advice on getting more negative camber in the front or rear tires? If you're looking for it and you're looking to do it cheaply, get some like white line camber bolts. Or if you already have coilovers, you should have camber adjustment on the top hats. As for the rear, you should just be able to get some camber, some lower control arms to be able to adjust camber. Or if you want, you can get the upper control arms to be able to adjust camber also, but it's wildly more expensive. Either like all those options are great ones. When all of the insanity comes down, are you going to be offered brake powder coating services? I will powder coat people's calipers, but I will not strip them. If you want your calipers powder coated, I will powder coat your calipers. If you provide the powder, or if you just comp me the money for the powder, I'll do it, but I'm not going to strip them. I don't want to do that again. I legit spent like 2 days stripping my calipers. Not doing that again. That was awful. It's awful. I'm still just creeping. Melanie just upstairs creeping still. Ace Media, got an 06 WRX wagon and have a set of BCBR coils. Any tips on a good ride height? Ideally, I'd like something similar to stock, but just slightly lower. Cheers from Vancouver. Ideally, when it comes to lowering your car, that's really going to be a preference of like what you want out of it. When you go to get the coilovers installed on the car, what I suggest is taking all the coilovers out of the box, measuring them all to make sure that all of the heights in the front and the rear are the exact same. Make sure your preload is set properly, which should be about 1/4 of an inch. Get them installed on the car, set it back on the ground. Now, once you get it back on the ground, there's a couple things you have to keep in mind. If you have stock wheels and tires, you're going to be able to like slam that thing as far as you want to, or like keep it as high as you want to, and anything in between there. If you have aftermarket wheels and tires, you're going to have to keep that in mind. You may need to adjust camber, you may need to adjust height. There's a couple different factors, and tire size plays a huge factor on that one. But it really comes down to like how much do you want to lower it. Normally what I see a lot of people do if they don't want to like completely like lower it or make it like lower is people just go like 1/4 of an inch to like 3/4 of an inch, anywhere in that range, to get the car really where they want to. Experiment with it, play with it. It's not too bad. You will need to get an alignment after lowering the car. I would also suggest getting the white line roll center adjustment kit if you are going to be lowering it. It just helps bring all the suspension geometry back to where it should be. Christmas lights looking fire. If Matt and Sam are in here, I think they did the Christmas lights. Melanie, did you do the Christmas lights? Whoever did the Christmas lights did a really good job. Melanie, let me follow you on IG. Melanie hides her Instagram. She keeps it hidden. I got the base trim WRX, saved money on things I was planning to charge or did not care for it. If you go over the base, it's like 3 to 4K over base, not worth it to be honest. The only thing I would say, get a premium. Personally, I like the premium over the base. You get the sunroof, you get heated seats. Just those two factors alone, in my opinion, I'm all about it. All about it. My 18 Accord got totaled. Oh, I swear to God, I just heard something behind me. My 18 Accord got totaled shopping for WRX. Want to hear suggestions on which trim from you or your viewers. If you're looking for a 2015 plus, at minimum, I'd say get a premium. You don't need a limited unless you really want push to start. Turn signals integrated into the mirrors, and fog lights. I'd say get the premium. It's the best bang for the buck if you're looking for 2015 plus. If you are looking for 2015 plus and it is a WRX, get a 2017 plus. Personal opinion on that one. If it's an EJ based WRX you're looking at, get an 11 to 14. If it's a GD that you're looking for, whatever one you're feeling in that category. Do you have a Subaru VIN decoder site? I know people at Subaru who just do it for me. I'm not gonna drop any names though. No names be dropping there. What power parts did you do to your STI hatchback? Which one? My 08 STI? I had an 11 STI hatch, a 12 STI hatch, and an 08 STI hatch. If we're talking about the 08 STI hatch, it was headers, up pipe, external wastegate, down pipe, cap back, injectors, Oh, so long ago. Turbo inlet. It was stock turbo. Stock fuel line. Stock fuel rails. Dude, it was so long ago. I don't remember. I'm going to have to... It was so long ago. I still have the keys for it. If anybody does have my old 08 STI hatchback, I'll send you the spare keys. You can have these. If you have my old 08 STI hatch, I will literally send you that. I don't know if it's going to focus on it. Whoop. Look at that. 08 STI, Subaru WRX STI hatch silver. If anybody does have that car, you can have these keys. I will complimentary send them to you. Love your videos, man. Keep it up. Loving the variety and wish you the best, man. Hey, thank you. Getting some audio sync issues. Anyone else? Oh, sorry, that was too far. Doug, I always think it's been like that. No matter how many times I've played with bit rates and things like that, they always just get all over the self. Bambi did the lights herself this year. Well, good job on the Christmas lights, Sam. You did great. 19 STI Stage 1 Plus. I'm looking to get the complete Cobb fuel system package. Don't waste your money on it. With flex fuel upgrade kit, but it comes with 1050 injector. Should I do 1300 instead? Don't buy the Cobb kit. Don't buy the Cobb kit. You want my honest opinion, buy the Cobb Flex fuel sensor, buy whatever size injectors you want, buy I don't even like IAG's fuel lines. If you know how to make fuel lines, make your own fuel lines. Buy IAG or Radium fuel rails. Cobb fuel rails work just fine, but I actually don't know the price on those ones. Cobb's prices have just been going up recently. It's insane. For me, I don't like the pre-made kits. I've never been a fan of them. I always like to it's just because you have to follow their routing, and they're like, this line has to go here when I know I can do it cleaner if I make my own fuel lines and whatnot. So I would suggest doing it that way. I don't advise buying the entire kit unless you just want to make it easy, but for E85, highly suggest ID 1300s at minimum. I just got a 2021 WRX Premium. Had it less than a month and I got smacked by a Volkswagen Beetle. Luckily his insurance is going to cover the repairs, so I'm glad his insurance are going to cover the repairs. It sucks. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear. Hopefully it's like a quick and speedy turnaround time on that one. Doing a bug eye build from the ground up. Looking forward to getting some insight along the way. Love the channel, and you have inspired me to pull the trigger on the project. Jealous! I want a bug eye. I miss my Melanie. If you're in the chat, can we go get a bug eye? I want a bug eye. I want to get a bug eye. I like bug eyes. I miss my old bug eye. I should have bought a bug eye. I'm gonna start looking for bug eyes again soon. No, maybe that's the next car I'll buy. Maybe a bug eye. Do you mean AEM? David, what do you mean? Do I mean AEM? What do I mean AEM for? I don't know what I mean AEM for. Buy cable shears for cutting AN line. Way better than cutting with a grinder. I always cut mine with a grinder. I've never had issues with it. Just put a piece of tape over the AN line. Grinder or a cutoff, or grinder or an angle grinder is what I normally use. Normally I just use an angle grinder. Never had... Oh, Lord almighty. Never had an issue cutting fuel line with a grinder. You can definitely get shears. It's just more expensive. It's another tool that you're going to have to buy. Personal opinion on that one. I've never had an issue with grinders. Happy Turkey Day, Tanner. Happy Turkey Day to you, Doug, and everyone else. My chat over here just jumped. I totally just lost where I was, so I'm just going to go to a random spot. Boom! Hey, what could be the issue if my dam is 0.5? I had to click on this one. Any suggestions would be helpful. So there's a lot of things that could cause your dam to drop. It could be bad fuel, improper tune, the tune not taking well to the ECU, boost leak, fuel leak, AFR correction completely off, O2 sensors going out. Are there any cells or check engine lights going on with it? There's a lot of things that can cause your dam to drop. We would need a little bit more info to help diagnose that one a little bit more. How reliable is the FA motor? It's pretty reliable. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good engine. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid, reliable motor right there. Can you make your own lines for fuel? Catch can. It's some surprisingly good, decent parts ordered off of Amazon. Amazon special. See, that's normally what I do with my lines. I actually stopped buying my fuel line on Amazon. I used to just get the Evil Energy fuel line because it was cheap and it worked. But it's not E85 rated. So all of the fuel lines I've been doing now, I've been using Vibrant fuel line because it's a nylon braid fuel line. It's not stupid PTFE. I hate PTFE fuel line. It's absolutely stupid. It's not stupid. I just hate working with it. But Vibrant's nylon braid line is rated for E85. So I've always used, starting now, I'm using, as of 6 months ago, I've been using Vibrant stuff. But use the Vibrant stuff for that one. On my phone, and it doesn't auto type out when you at, and I couldn't get the name. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. I was cutting my brake lines out with the grinder last night. See, grinder's coming salty. No one's salty about it. It's just I've never been one to have to buy specialty tools if I don't have to. If I can save $60 for, like, let's look at how expensive are they? How expensive are AN line cutting shears? Now you got me curious, all right? Expensive. Look at that. If I already have an angle grinder that works beautifully, why am I going to spend, at minimum, Summit Racing, Summit AN braided stainless steel hose, why am I going to spend another $41 on a set of cutters when the angle grinder I have works flawlessly? It's just, I mean, if you want to spend the money, you want to go buy another set of them, go buy another set of them. It's just personal preference. I'm just going to use the grinder. I already have it. I don't have to pay for another tool. It gets expensive. It gets expensive buying a whole bunch of tools all the time. No one's salty. It's just I'm using what I already have. Catted versus catless downpipe. Jesus, I'm going to tell you right now, get a catted one. I've got an entire video dedicated to that one if you want to go check it out. $32 Canadian from Home Depot. See, that's not too bad, but that's $32 I don't have to spend. That's $32 more I can keep in my pocket because I already have something that works. I wanted to do the same swap in my big guy. I think you mean bug guy, but I like big guy a little bit better. Is doing, but I can't find an EG33. Oh, you're calling me big guy. EG33. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek right now. EG33 for sale. Let me see what I can find. Boom. Oh, nope. Nope, that wasn't it. EG33 1997 Super SVX 4-wheel drive 3-point lead. What do you mean, dude? I went on Google. That's the. What is that? That's a V8. What is this? 1997 Super SVX engine 4-wheel drive 3.3-liter VIN 8th 6. Do you actually have any pictures of it? What am I looking at here? That is definitely a V8. That is a V8. USA Parts Online. You have lied to me, USA Parts Online. That is an EZ30, 1992, 3.3-liter. What is this one? Different site or same site? What do we got? What do we got? If you want to load, $933. Here you go. Oh my God. What is this? That also doesn't look like an SVX engine. It might be. It actually might be an SVX engine. I don't really see any pictures of it. Let's go shopping. Boom! Right there. EG33. eBay or Google. That was the first one that came up. Sold. Never mind. I take back what I said. Damn, dude. These things have been selling out quick. Why is it posted for sale right here if it's not for sale? Damn, dude. These things are getting hard to find, aren't they? EZ30, 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 EZ30. So many EZ30s. EZ30, EZ30, EJ25, EZ30. Wow, dude. There are literally no more EG33s right now. This is wild. That's actually wild. I'm kind of curious if this place, this is the one that says sold. Who bought this? What are people doing with these? Actually, I know exactly what people are doing with these. I'm kind of curious if this is actually one for sale. It definitely could be. Could be. Could definitely be. Basil! Look at this. It's like streamception right now. You guys can see the chat windows twice. The Pumpin' Seagull, man. Basil will not mod the STI until the motor is built. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Did you? Oh, Senor Seagull, did you see the end of the last video? I got small dog in there just for you, man. Small dog in there just for you. Also, appreciate the dono, my friend. That 30K could have been put towards another car or a built motor. 30K? What are we talking about 30K for? I don't even know what that one's about. I know about tools being expensive. I have now 15 worth of... Dude, tools get expensive quick. I want to see someone swap a 3.6-liter into a GD or V8 chassis. So, I actually got into an argument with someone about this on TikTok a couple days ago. Someone was trying to tell me the EZ36 was superior to the EG33, which it's not. If you're looking to modify a 6-cylinder, put it in a Subaru, the EZ36 is like the last one you want to use. The cylinder walls on the 36 are so thin that if you're looking at stock versus stock versus stock, EZ36 is not a good one. It also has offset rods, not good for high boost, high power applications. It's just not, it's not a good motor for high power. If you're looking at one for high power, it's a 3.3-liter EG33. 100%. 100%. Personal opinion on that one. And facts. It's facts. Subi Performance has a really good video about it, too. The little beastie is so huggable. Dude, I got him in there just for you, man. I know you're always asking about small dogs, so I put him in there. Why did you choose the 3.3 liter or 3 liter 3.6? Okay, all right. You know, I guess I'll go into it a little bit more. So, both the 3 liter and the 3.6 liter have very small cylinder walls if you're looking at it for stock versus stock versus stock. I didn't want the 3.6 liter because of the fact that it has the offset rods. It's not good for high power applications. Yes, overall the package of the engine is smaller. Same with the EZ30. I would take the EZ30 over the EZ36 any day of the week. It has a little bit thicker cylinder walls because the displacement isn't as big as the 3.6 liter, and it's the same package size as the engine. So if I had to rate them like in order, if you're looking for high power out of a flat 6 from Subaru, EG33, EZ30, EZ36. Personal opinion on those 3. Jesus, appreciate the dono, man. How much power do you think the stock top mount intercooler can hold? I've seen them hold up to about 400 wheel horsepower or so. They're not terrible top mount intercoolers. They're actually pretty efficient. I've seen up to about 400, but I would suggest swapping it out around 350 or so. I love Subi Pro. That's what I'm saying. Subi Performance has a lot of really good videos on there. I saw that argument. Dude, I ended up just deleting it. The guy in your name, I don't even remember his name. Like, if I don't mind having open discussion with people on any social media. I don't care. I'm always open for it. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. That's end of story there. And I will straight up admit I'm wrong. But when I'm validating a point and somebody tries to argue with me over opinion versus like actual information, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. You sit there and you try to argue with me about stupid trivial shit. Not happening. So yeah, that was a fun argument that we had over there on TikTok. That was a fun one. Does Subi Flow make any mods? I think they just make banners. Pretty sure Subi Flow just makes banners, don't they? I mean, they've been around for a very long time. Basil the Seagull hearts Tiny Dog. That's what I'm saying. I don't know where Tiny Dog's at right now. I think he's still upstairs with Melanie, but Tiny Dog is the small boy. The small boy. Anyways, back to this chat window. Tanner, do you have a degree? Oh, I actually answered that one earlier in that chat window. I've caught up to my other chat window here and there. Can you jerry rig in N5 from NVIDIA? I mean, we could just fabricate our own, to be honest, but I've never actually had a Tomei, and I've always hated on Tomei, so I'll give Tomei a try. And we're going to put Tomei on the Evo, so we'll do Tomei. The new Hyundai N line is nothing to scoff at. Might not be worth my cup of tea, but they are doing well. That's what I heard. I heard the new the N line from Hyundai is actually doing exceptionally well. They're making power pretty easily too. I've never been a huge Hyundai fan, but oh, there's a small boy here. Let me see him. Let me see him. You brought the tiny boy. You brought the tiny dog.
He's probably gonna run. He wants dinner.
It's not his dinner time yet. Oh, it is his dinner time. Are you hungry? I knew it. Well, you're gonna hang out with me for a little bit, but yeah, the new Hyundai line is doing absolutely killer. It's gonna be awesome. Hi Tanner, Joe. It's Joe. Joe, what up, dude? You should buy Ganondorf for your Subi or Golf. Do they make them for the Golf? I didn't know they make them for the Golf. Ace Media, do you think you're not leaving me? You're gonna sit here and you're gonna love me and you're gonna like it. Does anyone know if anyone still makes an aircraft U-frame for the Bug Eye? Beat Rush. Beat Rush sells them, I believe, still. Not 100% sure on that. Thank you. Thank you. That was very nice of you. I'm pretty sure Beat Rush still makes one. And Cusco does. Here, you can go be free. You can go get your dinner. She's going to go give you dinner. I know. No, I can't give you dinner right now. You can wait can you wait a couple minutes? And then we can go get you some food? I'll give you some wet food, too. How about that? Okay, bye. Straight up ran away. N-Line or Type N? Is it Type N or N? I'm pretty sure it's Hyundai's N-Line, isn't it? Like the Veloster N and those ones. But Dad, I'm hungry. Dude, he's always hungry. Look at him! So huggable. He's a small dog. This small dog. Small dog. Everyone, he's the greatest little small dog out there. That face is just like, nope, don't want it. Dude, that dude's always hungry. I don't think Cusco does anymore. Does Cusco not? Let me take a peek. We're going to go find out. Boop. Actually, let me just do this. Cusco U-Brace 2002 WRX. Do they really not? I know Beat Rush does still. Wow, maybe they don't. Beat Rush. U-Brace. Does Beat Rush not either? Bro, I know somebody does. It might be More Sport. Oh my god, dude. I want to replace the OEM Mirror Brace. Something like More Sport JD Mirror Brace. What is this? No, this is the crazy subframe. That's the crazy subframe. Wow, okay. Maybe they don't make them anymore. I'm not seeing them. Review, U-Brace, subframe, Obsidian. Who made them? Somebody makes them. U-Brace. It's that. This is what you're talking about. I know that's what you're talking about. How important is it? U-Brace delete. Everyone's deleting them, it looks like. Interesting. Very interesting. It's very odd. I don't know why. Maybe they did discontinue them. AOS and freezing Midwest weather. Is it worth it? Something go wrong? Yes, your drain line for the AOS can freeze. IAG put out a statement about it a while ago on Facebook. I would go check that one out if you are curious on that one. But yeah, it's not a good time if those do freeze. Also, Ravenchild, appreciate the dono, dude. Wasabi, my ninja. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, dude. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone who's celebrating Happy Thanksgiving. I don't think so. That was the one I wanted. I don't know. Beat Rush is fire, though. Got a bunch of stuff. Everyone, like, you know, Tiny Dog is back, by the way. Beat Rush makes a lot of good stuff. That's why I'm asking you. Can't find one. I know. Now you got me, like, hold up. Now I'm going to go look, and you guys are going to stare at my face while I go look real quick, because now I'm very curious. Hey, the Tomei is already in my cart. Weird. Let me do this. 2005 Subaru, not Toyota. Toyota Impreza. Continue. All right, let me check real quick. Chassis bracing. No, thank you, Rally Sport. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing right now. Just give me 1 sec. Stop, Rally Sport Direct. I don't want your $10 discount code. Damn it. Do right here. This is the only one that I've seen, which is like a more and improved U-Brace. Carbine. They got 2 left. That's the only one I'm seeing though. It's got 3 reviews. Read 3 reviews. What do they got? What do people got to say? It looks good. I will say that. That looks a hell of a lot better than OEM. Damn. It looks good. I like that. 2002 WRX. Boom, right there. Way better than OEM U-frame. Only issue I had was come across was for some reason my aftermarket downpipe did not clear this frame, and I was in a time crunch to get this car tuned. It's my daily. I ended up chopping off the end of the downpipe. Okay, well there you go. Here it is. The Carbing U-frame. Look at that. They make a lot of cool stuff. Wow, they actually make some dope stuff. There you go. That's the only U-frame I'm seeing, unfortunately. For some reason, looks like they've discontinued all the other ones. For the MK7 Golf R, DVB2 finally came out with a full frame turbo upgrade with an external wastegate Garrett G3900 turbo kit. I saw that. That's a very expensive turbo kit, by the way. I was looking at that, and I think it was, what was it, like $9 grand or something like that for that turbo kit? Woo! We're gonna be running a Garrett on ours. We're gonna be doing a Garrett on ours. Yes, and lighter. See, that's what I'm saying. Thank you. Anytime. It was Carbing. I knew I saw one on there not too long ago. I have an STI near me for sale that needs a new U-brace. It's like 8K, and I think it's an 05. That's not bad at all. For an STI, 8K? That's not bad at all, dude. Go get that thing. Changed my Impreza spark plugs the other day, and I had to take out the ECU and fuse box to reach the... What? Changed my Impreza spark plugs the other day. I had to take out my ECU and fuse box. What? To reach the driver's back one. You shouldn't have to. I think it's still for sale, but it's shit. I've seen a lot of STIs, a lot of older STIs right now are turning like that. As soon as you go to like buy one or anything like that, they're just rusted out piles or buckets. But Ultra Racing makes a U-brace too. Good to know. Stay away from the Tomica turbos for the Golf R. Nothing but problems. We are not running a Tomica. With our Golf R, we're going to be running a Garrett. It's a pretty nice Garrett. I've never ran a Garrett turbo either, so I'm kind of excited to run a Garrett turbo. It'll be fun. Exciting times. Exciting times. Slap the like, y'all. Slap at the base. Doug coming in here saying slap at the base. Can't wait for the Flat 6 STI. I know, same. Thoughts on Mishimoto air intake? Trash. Honestly, the only decent thing Mishimoto makes is a radiator. And that's decent. Decent. I'm not saying it's good. I would 10 out of 10 any day of the week take Koyo over Mishimoto. 100% any day of the week. I don't advise Mishimoto anything for anyone. Ever. Just don't do it. I'm going to buy all my suspension from Carbine since they are the only ones who support my U-brace. Do it. I'm all about it. Soul function for chassis bracing. That's another one that's been coming up a lot that I've been hearing that I still need to check out a soul function. I don't even know what I was doing. That was a weird noise that I just made. That was weird. Hey, Darren, I hope you're doing good. I got a unique car. You could get a 1980 Ford Fairmont full Toyota turbo with a 2.3 Ford Lima turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with automatic transmission. That sounds like an interesting name right there. That is a mouthful. Ben, also welcome back, Ben. Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Garrett, a Rusty Evo 8 owner checking in, about to replace rear chassis legs, enjoying the Evo content. Dude, there's a ton of Evo stuff about to go now. And apparently, a lot of people pointed this out to me. I didn't know this. The Evo 8's wheel hubs actually aren't pressed in to the knuckles. They're just rusted in. So that means when I go to the shop tomorrow to go powder coat some of this stuff for the STI and the Evo's brakes, I might just start smacking them with a hammer to try to knock them out of there. I ordered the battery for the Evo. I don't know why. Whenever it comes to the Evo stuff, I've just been ordering small stuff that I know I'm going to need here and there. So I ordered the STM mini battery kit. It uses the Odyssey PC680 Extreme. It's the same one that I ran in the STI, both of the STIs for a very long time. So we're going to have a battery on the way for the car. That's another thing that we need. Doug Ben! Haven't seen you in a minute, dude. I bought a $400 vape because I didn't like my $60 vape. Am I cool yet? Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Doug, you have my approval. Grimspeed, Cobb, Killer Bee, 100%. Those are good companies to live by right there. What's your end goal with the Golf R? I wanted to ask. So the end goal with the Golf R is, obviously, the Golf R is my daily. I don't want to take it to a level that makes it undailyable. The Golf R, I am going to be taking to some autocross events in this next season. Now that I have a couple cars, I don't have to worry about if one breaks, I'm kind of screwed or SOL. So by that time, the Evo should be working, so that way I can push the Golf R a little bit hard. So with the Golf R, it's going to be making, end goal with the Golf R is a little north of 500 wheel horsepower on E85. It's going to be bagged because I actually want to bag that car. I do miss having bags. Everyone makes bags out to be like they're the worst handling thing in the world. They're awful. Don't get bags if you want anything performance. 100% disagree. Yes, I will say coilovers straight out of the box are better than bags, but if you have bags, like Airlift Performance's actual Performance Series bags, not just their slammed kit of bags, their actual Performance Series with proper supporting mods for the suspension actually handle very well. So the car's going to be bagged, a little north of 500 wheel horsepower. We're going to do some exterior stuff to make it look the way I want. With the Evo needing so much stuff right now, and the STI, me having to buy harness after harness after harness after harness after harness with it, money's being kind of pushed towards those ones right now. So once we get more of the Evo 8 stuff kind of stockpiled, ready to go, and the STI harness situation is worked out, once the harness situation is worked out, I pretty much have everything else I need to get that car going. Then I can start focusing on the Golf R a little bit more, but we are working with a company here soon on the Golf R, which I'm not going to disclose anything quite yet, but you guys will see here soon. Very excited for what's coming with the Golf R. So end goal with that one, little north 500 wheel horsepower, autocross car, daily driver, bagged, make it look good. A lot of people hate the styling of the Golf. It's definitely grown on me. I wasn't a huge fan of it before, but I actually really like it, especially once we get some wheels on there. It's lowered a little bit more. They're awesome. I like them. They've grown on me quite a bit. I never understood the hate on bags. Get literally a coilover, but with a bag instead of a spring. Exactly. And you can fully adjust the dampening of it. You can adjust air pressure. Air pressure has a huge thing to deal when it comes to bags. If you have, a lot of the time whenever people get bags on their car, they don't know how to properly set them up. And they just want to slam their cars with them, which by all means, that's awesome. That's cool. It's a cool thing to do if you have bags. But if you set bags up properly, it gives you really nice height adjustment. It gives you a really good driver feedback. Air pressure is a big one inside of the bags also. If you have your air pressure too low or too high, the car's going to feel like ass. It's going to feel like straight up butthole. And if anyone has ever like ridden or driven a car that's bagged, I'm sure you've been in a car where they're just not set up properly and it feels like poop. You just got to set them up properly. What are your thoughts on Cobb's intake for the 2015 WRX? It's a good intake. I heard Grimspeed's a little bit better though for flow. Matt and I both have Continental DWS for all seasons. Blizzaks for winter. I was here. Oh, Melanie coming in here answering people's questions now. I should. Melanie! She's hiding from me now. I see. That's cool. That's cool. Blizzaks are really good for the winter time, though. Am I going to get the new Z? Yes, when the new Z comes out, that is a car that I have been wanting for a very long time. The new Z is definitely one that I will be getting when it comes out. Where did I just go? I drive in 3 foot of snow a lot. That's a lot of snow. That's a lot of snow. Is dynamic chassis control really all that important? New GTI has it, or honestly, I don't think it's really all that important. The only time I ever really use the dynamic chassis control, I'm pretty sure that's what the DCC stands for. Yeah, I think you nailed it on its head. Is whenever I change it from like sport mode to comfort mode to normal mode, it just changes the dampening in the shocks essentially. So I'm gonna have to. They make like a DCC. Trick kit. It like tricks the DCC system after you put like bags or coilovers on the car. They do make some really high-end coilovers that retain the DCC system, but I don't think it's worth it. This is not, in my opinion, it's not really worth it. What else is going on over here? Greetings from the Philippines. Love all the work you do. My favorite car was the yellow taxi. Hey, thank you, my friend. The yellow taxi is still doing well. What color is it? It'll probably be white. Probably be white. I like a blank canvas with a car, and I haven't had a white car since my 06 STI. I kind of miss having one. What time is it? I still have to edit a video tonight. 7:36. We've been going for a little over an hour. It's my time to hop off. I gotta edit tomorrow's video, get it up. I'll probably edit for the next hour and jump on Forza in about an hour and a half or so. If any of you guys want to play Forza, I'll be over in the Discord. Feel free to join the Discord if you're not already in the Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description of all the videos, so if you're not already in the Discord and you want to be, feel free to go jump in there. I'll probably be on the microphone right here in the Discord kicking it with you guys. Someone can start a convoy. We can go mob around Forza for a little bit. But with that, always appreciate the support, you guys. Appreciate the donuts. Appreciate you guys swinging through. If I did not get to your question or I missed it tonight, I do apologize. But jump in the next stream. Fridays, Tuesdays. Sorry about missing last Friday's stream. I just was not feeling it on Friday. But it will be back on this Friday for that stream, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have an awesome week. If I don't talk to you guys before Thanksgiving and you are in the United States or you do celebrate Thanksgiving, have an awesome Thanksgiving. And with that, now I will catch you guys in the next one, because now here is the really awkward time where I go to find the end stream button and I can't find it. So peace out, homies. Woo!